know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in my mind, girl, just holding on. I don't wanna pretend you're somewhere.
Good cheese?
That's some good cheese.
That's some good cheese. Hey, rest in peace, XXXTentacion. Yeah. See, you weren't. I wasn't really into it, but kind of sad that when people pass away, then you kind of pay attention. Very weird. I showed you a bit of a recap on how strange his death was.
Yeah, that was a very coincidental series of events.
Yeah, he was one of those artists that kind of foreshadowed his death before it occurred. Yeah, kind of a sad month. Like Bourdain, Kate Spade, Vinnie Paul.
Yeah, Vinnie Paul. Yeah.
From Pantera, and yeah, XXX. Pretty hardcore month of. Yeah.
Well, because that dude, this XXX, just whatever his name is. Like he put out that like a Instagram daily video.
Yeah.
Talking about, if I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna be sacrificed and all that stuff. And then his last music video had all that weird occult shit in it.
Yeah. Very bizarre.
Going to his own funeral.
Yeah.
And like that hooded figure standing over him. And then he was found dead in his car.
Yeah. Found dead in his car.
Apparently a gunshot wound or some stuff. But apparently, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the... People get really shitty when you compare him to Tupac, but I hate comparisons, but he is the modern day kind of mystery death. Well, people know how he died, but people still have questions. But yeah, very, very strange.
But was he like a big artist before that, or
he was pretty big? He was blowing up.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
He was one of those SoundCloud rappers, so they got famous just through SoundCloud. Completely independent.
He was driving like a $500,000 BMW.
Yeah. So the I guess you would say the people that asked questions were a bit iffy because the footage that was leaked initially by TMZ, very credible source, TMZ. Isn't it weird how they find their way to the crime scene so quickly?
Yeah,
they're the first ones on scene.
Yeah. Mind you, well, unless if it's an actual TMZ person or someone that sent the footage to TMZ.
Sent the footage to TMZ. There was a crowd of people around him. He had just finished. He was wrapping up shopping for a motorcycle, and it was on his way out. But there are so many, like with all deaths, there are so many weird
accounts of
conflicting stories as to what happened. Some people heard gunshots, some people didn't, but
like some people saying one gunshot and then they're saying like he shot 3 times or fucking no one knows what goes on.
Yeah, and then one guy said it was an MP5. One person said the shooter was wearing a red mask. Other people said it was a red bandana. And then who knows? But still kind of weird. Bourdain as well has just as much attention on that primarily because of the tweets he was saying, like the things he was saying in the lead up were very strange.
Yeah, I missed out on what. Well, I mean, I wasn't even around.
I don't think you were here.
No.
Yeah, but very sad kind of month. How's the cheese?
I forgot to on that one.
Eating crackers. Oh my god! People listening to be like, "Oh fuck, they're fucking eating again."
Not even high as well.
I don't know about you, but
snacking.
How was you're back now from Italy?
See,
how was it?
See, wonderful.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
Where do we even begin?
Hey, I have no idea. We went from essentially Milan, Venice, drove all the way down south to Sorrento, island of Capri for a couple of days, back up to Rome, did north to south of Italy.
Good. Yeah. How was the exchange rate?
Fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely shit.
Yeah.
Like 60 cents to the Australian dollar. We got fucking raped over there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know where all these ideas that Italy is cheap or European countries are cheap.
Who
They're
says
not
that?
Fucking cheap. I know. I got told beforehand, everything's really cheap over there. Like,
If anything,
Nah.
yeah. Most of Europe, well, yeah, cheap in obviously things like the things that we get taxed on.
so yeah. I mean,
Nothing compared to Europe.
the cheapest
It's
things.
so cheap there.
Cheapest things in Italy were alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah.
You're talking like €6 for a pouch, like a 20-gram pouch of tobacco, and that's like 12 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Not fucking 40 that we pay here.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
You get a 6-pack of Corona for €5. It's like
So cheap.
$8,
Yeah.
as opposed to the 20 we pay here.
And they're pretty relaxed, like most of Europe, about, public drinking and stuff as well, right?
Public drinking everywhere. Well, don't know so much about, Milan at the time, but Venice, just public drinking, because there's no transportation. There's no cars or anything. It's literally walking everywhere, so you just grab a beer and you walk everywhere. But essentially Rome, Sorrento, Florence, you just go to the supermarket, buy a beer, crack it open and walk down the street.
Yeah.
Because, they do have a 0% alcohol driving limit.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen if you get pulled over by the cops. Mind you, considering the police and the way they were over there, I couldn't imagine what you'd have to do to be pulled over by the cops, because there'd seem no fucking laws or rules whatsoever. Especially when it came to the road, that was fucked.
Yeah. It's just like, you guys work it out.
Yeah, do your own thing.
Just work it out. If someone dies, then call us.
Yeah, the speed limit says, 50, but you can go fucking 90.
Yeah.
You can go whatever fucking speed you want. Just don't kill anyone.
Crazy. You hired a car, right?
Yeah, we hired the car, yeah.
Yeah?
I took that from Florence down to... we first went out to Pisa. And then down through Assisi. Small little town in the middle of Italy.
Yeah.
Which actually overlooked one of the Italian space agency centres.
Oh, Italy has a space
Oh,
program.
actually,
forgot about it.
big space program.
Countries have space programs, I forgot.
Actually, and if we want to digress onto that, Italy is actually going to be... They're building like a new space launch centre for the European agency in southern Italy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then out just we finally got to the coast and around Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius, and down to Sorrento, hit the beaches, the grottos, took a ferry out to Capri. Capri.
Summer weather.
Hired a boat.
Blue ocean.
Took our own boat out, just the two of us on this boat, just down around the island.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Here's the thing that really surprised me. There's legal cannabis there. Mm-hmm. But it's the THC they take out of it. Well,
I spied in one of our little Tabachi stores where we went to go buy some tobacco.
Tabachi. Yeah.
That they had these ads for Purple Rain, Black Magic, like weed thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So they've got, it says less than 0.2% THC, but apparently high CBD. They didn't actually say the CBD content, but it's really low THC. And that was actually adopted from Switzerland, I think it was, where they have a THC content of 0.8, I believe.
Right.
And Italy decided, well, let's bring it in, let's make it legal, but let's lower the THC content to 0.2.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck it, I'm going to buy some. Turns out you have to be Italian to buy it. You need an Italian ID and all that shit. Luckily enough, the nice guy behind the counter put his own ID through and gave me a pack.
On the down low.
Yeah. Only the thing is, because I bought them with the intention of them being like actual cigarettes. And we didn't open them, so I bought them, we got back to the hotel, we were packing up and heading off to Venice, so I put them in the bag. As soon as we got to Venice, got in to the hotel, not hotel, Airbnb, started unpacking, said, I'm gonna have a marijuana cigarette, put it open, it's a fucking bag of weed. Just a whole fucking bag. Yeah. But literally, there's no high, like you did not feel any like high that you get from smoking normal stuff. But
and that's where a lot of people that don't smoke they don't know that it's possible to grow strains that are high in CBD, but really non-psychoactive. It's what a lot of the pharmaceuticals use for medicinal marijuana. So it's really good for rest, pain.
Yeah, that's what I actually found, because some nights, like, I suffered, a bit of anxiety trying to sleep, and you feel like heavy breathing and all that stuff. That night that I had that, I actually lay in bed and I could feel my breathing smooth. I just felt so fucking calm, like, yeah. But just none of that fucking paranoid, fucking creepy, shit, that the SWAT team's going to bust through the front door kind of shit,
Yeah, there's no psychoactive property, but that's the thing. You can gain so much benefit from that stuff that's just non-psychoactive. People assume that you want to get high.
Yeah.
And it's really not the case.
Well, that was my case.
Well, yeah. But there are so many uses for CBD oil. Even, you can take it through drops.
Vaporizing
it, eating it. There's so many ways to have it that people just assume that the one way is to get high off it. Yeah.
Well, one thing that was actually around many of the big towns in Italy were the Amsterdam weed stores, where you can actually buy the bags of weed. You can also buy cookies. You can buy marijuana energy drinks.
Yeah, crazy.
Probably have some photos.
It's kind of a contradiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Energy plus you're really relaxed and high.
Yeah. But then, I wasn't sure what the THC content and shit of that stuff was at the time.
Interesting. So cool to see people being treated like adults, huh?
Yeah.
In other countries, instead of this fucking nanny state that we have. Yeah. Kind of sad. Did anything happen that was weird? Shall we get into it?
You want to push it, don't you?
Not necessarily, but if you feel like explaining some of the weird things that happen.
Yeah. So, okay, where do I begin? we were walking around Venice. I think it was the first night we were there. We were just walking around little streets and that. And I came across this little bookstore that was closed at the time. But in the window, they had, like, Masonic books and magic ritualistic tarot cards, like this old musket as well, just this weird stuff in the store. I'm like, I want to find that store. I want to go in there tomorrow when it's open. So, and then that night we went out, we bought a bottle of Disaronno, a whole bottle of liquor for €12. And we danced around the streets. We had a little Bluetooth boombox just throughout Venice, just a little Bluetooth boombox drinking this Disaronno. Like nothing, no one cared. Like it's just no one was fazed by it because everyone was doing the same sort of thing, And so I'm gonna skip a bit and go back to it because it makes it a bit more sense. So, the next day we went into this bookshop and I just opened the door and started walking in. I actually got told off by the lady behind me. Like, no. Wait. No. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's sort of pushing me back out of the store. And I'm like, what? Why can't I go into the store? There's some people in there. And then I figured, maybe it's something because there's lots of people in the store. There's an amount of room, so they let people. So I waited a bit, and some people came out, and then other people went in past me and just walked in, like, no problem. Yeah. Like, why was I shunned down? Like, okay. And then eventually I was like, okay, fuck this. So we opened the door, we just walked in. So we did make eye contact with the lady and just, started looking around. And, looking at things on the wall, books, cards, and still like Masonic and tarot cards and weird shit everywhere. And I turned to these set of tarot cards and I had just taken a photo that I was sending you. Like I saw it, Darrell, so I took a photo. And just as I took that photo, I heard a voice clear as day say, "Are you ready, John?" And I spun. I turned around, I'm like, who said that? And there's like this sort of older man at the other side of where the cards were, and he had his little daughter with him. But he obviously didn't look English. He didn't look as if he was even talking. Like there's a group of girls in there, and I'm like, who said that? Like literally, like I couldn't understand who said that. And then this guy wasn't even sort of paying attention. I sort of looked, but to be able to say my name, nah, that was fucking weird. And I thought nothing of it. Well, I was a bit sort of what the fuck, and then I thought, nothing of it. Let's just ignore this. I think it was when Where did we end up? It was when I think the first night we got to Florence that my partner that I was there with told me what happened to her. That the night before, when we'd first seen the bookshop and we're drinking the Disaronno, we were in the middle of San Marcos Square, and there's the big tower up there, and we had climbed up onto the steps and sitting right up against the tower with our backs to the tower, so there's no one behind us, no one around. She reckons that the tower, or a voice from the tower, had like said her name, but in some like really raspy, scary voice.
Right.
And as soon as she told me that, I was like, "You're kidding me." And I was like, "No fucking way."
Yeah.
And then I told her what happened to me, like someone saying, like, "Are you ready in the bookshop?"
Mm.
So then we had a running joke about the spirit of Venice. But from then on, just weird things started happening. And we'd, constantly having black cats run out in front of us.
Yeah.
And that's I suppose, a common
Well,
thing.
it's
but-
Italy. There's a lot of cats.
Yeah, but just always having these black cats run out and they stop and they'll turn and look at us and then
Yeah.
run off again. We're just like, shit.
I think that, on a side note, I think that cats are webcams for Satan. So that's how Satan views the world, through the eyes of cats. So they're all sitting there like spies.
But
Anyway,
just,
go on.
yeah, just weird. Like, I can't ring off the top of my head the weird things were happening, but just we felt just this weird presence and just stuff was going on.
Yeah.
Did you feel an energy in the shop that if that voice didn't speak to you, would you have been like, man, that shop's kind of creepy? Or was it, for the most part, just a normal shop?
I think from the window, I had
Right.
this idea. When I walked in, so I'm like, oh, this is not quite what I expected.
Yeah.
So the shop itself didn't have this thing to it, but
Yeah.
anyway. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip ahead because I can't.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and try and work out exactly what
Yeah,
happened throughout the trip. But it was in Rome when we had got to Rome. We were lying in bed one night, and my partner had just gone to bed, and all the lights were turned off, and I was sitting there on my phone. And then all of a sudden, the TV that's up on the wall just turned on, and the like loud volume, just Italian, I don't know what was, something on Italian, just turned on and it was blurring. And she rolled over and yelled at me like, "Why the fuck did you turn the TV on?" I'm like, "I didn't turn the TV on.
Yeah.
I'm lying in bed with the phone." And then we looking around, there's no remote or anything. Like, how the fuck did this TV turn on? So we got up and turned the lights on, and then like I'm sitting there, and I pull a chair up and start climbing on the chair to get to the TV and trying to find like a power switch or something. And I was having one of those Final Destination moments where the chair falls over, I'd land my neck on the fucking door handle and all that sort of weird shit.
Yeah.
And she's like lying in bed like, "Please don't kill yourself." And then I finally get the TV turned off and jump back in bed, and she just turns to me and says, "Spirit of Venice." I'm like, fuck off. But that's not the weird part. It was the last night we were there. I was standing by the table, and so we had the bathroom door, like the little bathroom there. It was open. The door was open a little bit, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw like this white light or something move through the bathroom, and I was like, I just had this sort of weird chill come over me. So I was going to close the bathroom door when my partner turns around and she's like, "Can you close the bathroom door?" I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "I don't know, I just had this really weird feeling." I'm like, "Fuck off." So I went to close, and then I just closed the door and we went to bed. When we woke up in the morning, so we essentially, like, all our bags and stuff were packed, everything was cleaned up and all this stuff. And I got up and we're just moving around doing some stuff, and then I turned back to the bed and we're checking to make sure that we hadn't left anything behind. And there is this big, dirty fucking handprint on the bed next to the pillow where I was sleeping, along with this muddy sort of stuff on the pillow. You know, the first thing I look at my hands. My hands are fucking clean. You know, I had a shower before. We didn't go out afterwards and all that stuff. The sheets get cleaned all the time. too big to be her hand or anything like that. And we were just looking. I have a photo of it. I'll pull that up somewhere.
Yeah,
but
check it up. Yeah.
But just this handprint on the bed where I was sleeping, and I was just like, nope, no, thank you very much.
Fuck that.
Let's get the fuck out of Italy.
That's fucking crazy. Did your girlfriend, was she awake before you? Was she fucking with you?
No, there's no way she was fucking with me.
No. Okay.
It was just, yeah.
Just checking.
No, there's no possible way that she could have done that. Like I said, too big to be her hand. Or
Because I've seen the photo and it looks like a moist hand. I wouldn't say a handprint, but there's a streak of what appears to be like water. Like kind of a murky water sort of handprint.
Yeah, no. Well, I suppose the photo doesn't do justice, but when we're looking at it, it was a handprint. It was a handprint, no doubt about it.
That's crazy.
And then there's like this sort of bit of mud stuff on the edge of the pillow.
Right. So, describe the orb. Was it really a... Could it have been headlights from a car below?
I mean, it could have possibly been, like with the glasses, when you got your glasses on, and there's a light, you get a bit of a reflection through the glasses. Yeah. But then again, like I couldn't remember if I was wearing my glasses at the time. But it just moved that way. That's the thing. If I turn my head to which way? To the right. Any reflection would have moved with the movement of my glasses, right? Yeah. So it would have gone like that, but it went that way. I was sort of looking and it went... Like
right, okay. Because orbs are very common in paranormal experiences where it's a ball of light.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have the photo on this campus, but we started finding like weird places. It was in Assisi. Oh, I totally forgot the fucking crazy bit as well. The other crazy bit when in Assisi we were... so this was after Venice. So we went from Venice down to Florence, 3-4 days in Florence, and then we went down to Assisi. And so we stayed in like the actual medieval town, and we went to visit St. Francis Brasilia, where you can actually go down and you can visit the tomb of St. Francis. Now, I actually read something. I was reading a bit of information about St. Francis, and apparently he was part of some... I don't want to say the Knights Templar or the beginning of Solomon's Temple type connection sort of thing. But anyway, so we had walked down to the tomb and was sort of standing at the end, and then there was all these like, I think they call them church pews and stuff, pews, like all the seats, and then the tomb at the very end. And there were all these people sitting in the pews, obviously in prayer or remembrance, what people do when they go to the churches. And a few sort of couples walking around, tourist couples walking around and having a look and taking, not meant to take photos, but no one pays attention to that shit anymore. And we were looking at just like, we can walk down, we can go have a look. It's like, we're not going to be interrupting these people in prayer, we're just going to go have a look. So we started walking down the aisle. And as we got to the middle of the aisle, nothing was said, no actions were thing. Every single person stood up, still looking forward, and just started moving into the aisles around us. Till we would, like, we essentially flash mobbed by this fucking, all this big group of people that were there and then suddenly we're just with this group being like moved towards the tomb of St. Francis, and as soon as we got there, like, we started getting a bit fucking paranoid and stuff. That Kat was just like, can we get out of here? So we sort of grabbed and sort of turned and tried to get out. This crowd, almost in like a zombie state. The crowd, like, no one looked at us. No one looked at anyone. They just sort of got up looking forward and started moving towards this tomb. And essentially squishing us amongst them and pulling us towards it. Yeah. And then we turned around, pushed our way out, and we hightailed it out of there. Nah, that was fucked. That was fucked, yeah. I mean,
I could just imagine your face, though, when it happened.
That was fucked.
Do you think...
as we're walking out of the church saying, this was fucked. We swore so many times at that church that we're going to hell, if there's one.
You were already going to hell.
No, I'm already going to hell anyway. But yeah.
But do you think that it was just like the time for prayer was up and they kind of in unison all got up to go, all right, let's
But that's I don't know how
it's just impeccable timing. I think
impeccable fucking timing that every single person that was sitting down got up and moved as we had just got to the center. And I'm not bringing up any sort of paranormal, supernatural thing, but it almost felt like they were either trying to keep us from going closer to the tomb,
right,
or almost pulling us towards the tomb,
right.
But we just, as we getting closer and closer, this sort of panic sunk in, like something didn't feel right.
Well, it's something you've never experienced before as well, so that would have been really creepy.
And then, so the night after, I'm going back now. I'm starting to remember the shit. We went down to the little town of Lesia Namasi, which is where we saw the space agency center. And the Airbnb host booked us a table at this local restaurant, which is a very nice restaurant. I actually gave him a review on Google Maps, and my photo now comes up on Google Maps.
5 stars?
4.
4? Okay,
4,
that's not too bad.
Prices, beautiful fucking prices, because that was a cheap place because it's a small little town. But we got out of the restaurant. It must have been about 10 o'clock, so the sun had just set. And we just rolled a smoke, having smoke. And Kat's like, what's it up in the hill? Well, look over. And way up in the hill, right behind where we were staying, because we had this whole castle to ourselves, was this white cross lit up in the hill. And I was like, it's just a white cross in the hill. It's a religious country. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
And then so I'm looking, whatever. And I turn around and then and there's another one, like on the hill opposite, and it started turning into like some fucking horror movie type shit.
Look, crosses everywhere.
Yeah, crosses up in the hills. And then we got back to the Airbnb place, which is like a mansion castle type place. It was amazing, fucking amazing, like 3 levels, open big deck. And we're out there having a smoke, and then we started hearing these noises like can't do that again. And it's just this weird, and it's almost like these like dogs barking, but this screaming noise was just fucking weird. Like we got fucking scared. Like I'm sitting there in my mind, and Kat's even like, we got the same, like a joint idea that they're dragging people off into the forest and sacrificing them and shit. Because that's what it fucking sounded like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. So we actually ended up locking up all the doors in the house, leaving some lights on, because our room was like this small little back room at the end of a long hallway.
Yeah.
Little to say that we didn't sleep straight away that night. It was a bit hard to fall asleep. And I woke up in the morning, went out to have a smoke, and there was some of that noise was still going.
Yeah.
And in a more sort of kind of sober daylight sense, I was like, it sounded like a deer or an elk or some wild animal. But who knows? Maybe they were disguising some shit amongst that noise. No, that was a weird night. Like, it just felt fucking wrong.
Most likely an animal of some
Most likely
sort.
an animal, but it just...
Yeah.
I mean, we'd already had these fucking Spirit of Venice heebie-jeebies going on.
Yeah.
And this was before the fucking handprints and shit.
I love how you're casually cutting up the brie cheese.
Yeah, I need some brie to...
Oh, no. Eat it away from the mic, or it'll be...
Yeah.
It'll sound like you're eating some chick out or something. What makes you... Why the cheese? You felt like cheese? You trying to go keto?
I have been going keto.
You're going keto?
Are we going keto?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of the carnivore diet?
I'm so keto.
That's where you eat nothing but meat, including no vegetables.
I'm so keto. I'm eating steak. I'm eating chicken. I'm eating...
Well, you're eating meat as normal.
I'm eating meat, yeah.
The hard bit will be... The hard bit's getting rid of the carbs and the sugar. But you know, Jordan Peterson, he swears by a carnivore-only diet. He suffered from a lot of autoimmune diseases. Same with his daughter. And they found that, contrary to popular popular belief, and I'm not preaching this at all. I've never tried it, but he just ate beef and drank water, and his depression and anxiety completely went away.
Yeah.
I know the common thing is for people to say eat more of a plant-based diet, which I agree with. But isn't that weird that some people probably, who knows, there's probably something in that.
Well, I mean,
going purely meat.
Eating
once a day as well, one meal a day.
I mean, I always eat my meat. Like, I love my meat.
Yeah.
But I think my problem is I've always been smothering the meat with the other shit, like extra potatoes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's where,
And so I've actually started cutting that down. And instead of potato now, I'll do a cheesy cauliflower.
Yeah.
Last night I was eating fucking broccoli. I mean, I don't fucking eat broccoli. I'm eating broccoli last night.
Yeah, you can do it, man.
Yeah. And
it's all in your head. It's all in your head, like, that stuff tastes bad. You can get used to it.
Found the cheeses and stuff. I'm like, fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
So I'm just going to keep eating the food that I've been eating the whole time.
Yeah. But the one thing that's universally bad, though, is processed meat. So try and avoid the, like, sausage rolls, meat pies sort of thing. Because that you need actual cuts of meat are fine. Yeah, I think.
I mean, well, I've downloaded some keto diet recipe apps.
Got some recipes.
Yeah. And it's funny how a lot of them are just sort of bacon and meat and pork ribs and stuff.
It's still, you can eat as fatty as you want.
But they talk about using minced meat and pork mince to make meatballs and things like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it includes sausage.
Right.
But they say, like, you take a sausage and you push it out of the skin. So you take the skin off and you just have the meat inside.
Yeah, the meat, yeah.
But then again, like, I mean, a lot of the sausage that I tend to eat is the South African stuff, which is a straight beef sausage.
Right.
It's not a processed meat. It's essentially, like, proper beef.
Ground beef.
Yeah.
Rather than putting it with everything else, like preservatives and shit. Yeah. I just worked out that you can actually unravel 5 sausages and make one large sausage. Do you know you can do that?
Yeah.
Do you know how all sausages are, like, linked together?
Yeah, they're just tied up.
I had no idea you could just unravel one and make a giant sausage.
Yeah, well, that's how it comes out. It comes out as one big giant sausage and they pull it and they tie it.
Yeah, but I never knew that they were twisted like that. I was like, they're individual sausages. They made them individually, but...
Yeah, you're not as accustomed to the sausage as I am. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But massive Cumberland sausage. I really like the British sausages, man. That's so good.
Have you had Bourdain, the South African sausage?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've given you a try of something like it comes with the big coil sausage,
Tastes like dick.
It tastes like dick, mate.
Yeah.
But a lot of the supermarket stuff is cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Cheap mince. Like, if you got an actual like South African butcher, you'll get the proper fucking beef.
Yeah. Your family's big on that shit, right?
Oh yeah. All the what the Australians call beef jerky, we call biltong.
Oh, right, yeah.
Biltong and dry wurst, which is essentially just the dried up barbecue sausage.
Well, in an apocalypse, jerky is like the best thing.
Oh yeah.
It keeps for a long time, heaps of calories. You get your meat intake, you got iron in there. Canned food. You know, I carry a can of baked beans in my bag.
The baked beans aren't good for you.
High in sodium.
There's a lot of shit in there.
Yeah. Unless you get the organic stuff, but fuck, who knows? Crazy.
I'm trying to find. No. Okay. No.
Crazy times.
Crazy times.
How's your foot?
Fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, got back and essentially, well, the doctor says I've got a tendonitis in my foot.
Bugger.
Like, essentially an RSI tendonitis from just all the fucking walking and exercise. I went through 2 pairs of thongs in Italy.
There's a problem. You're wearing thongs.
Yeah, well, it's fucking summer.
I know.
It's fucking summertime. I wear shorts and thongs.
Yeah, but it's not about the fashion, it's about the support of the heel.
What are you talking about? It's fucking Milan.
Yeah, I know.
It's all about fashion. So there I am in camo shorts and thongs.
I'm saying that I'm not saying that don't wear thongs because it looks bad. I'm saying it's because of the heel support.
I know. Yeah.
But
hindsight 2020, but yeah. So I'm dealing with a bit of tendonitis and on some painkillers. So.
Yeah. Painkillers.
Oh, no
yeah.
pain, no gain. It was.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Does it feel better?
No.
It's still worse or just the same?
No, it gets, painkillers kick in after a while, but then sometimes it just, the more you walk on it, just the worse it feels. But
Yeah, you've got that hobo stride. You're limping everywhere.
I know. It gets fucking painful. But
That sucks, man. But you can get re-injured a lot, so you gotta watch out for that shit. But I've noticed you notoriously have bad footwear all the time.
what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you rarely, like, when it's hot, you always wear, thongs.
Hang on.
I don't think I rarely see you in shoes.
Yeah, but I mean, I love my thongs. I just.
There's no support.
Oh my.
Yeah.
There we are. No. There we are.
What, we got some
Technical issues. No.
technical issues.
Well, I mean, like, if I could. I mean, I'm barefoot 80% of the time anyway, especially in summer.
Yeah.
And
That's
I mean,
cool.
but I never used to wear thongs. I used to hate thongs. I couldn't keep them on my feet. Yeah, you take a step and they fly off in front of you.
What?
Yeah, no. When I was younger, growing up, I could not wear thongs. I fucking hated them, so I was always barefoot.
I hate it when someone steps on the thong while you're walking. It's fucking painful.
Yeah, but just for me being that summer person, I just have my thongs all the time.
Was that your foot?
That's my foot. That is
we're playing
actual-
footsies
my
under the
actual
table.
foot. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no. I mean, I have a proper pair of walking shoes, which I did use quite a bit as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
And I'm back to wearing my my Vibrams, my 5 fingers. I don't know what the problem. Why do people hate them? What's wrong with them?
I don't hate them.
Oh,
It's just, you see, Johnny. Okay, for people that don't know, show it to the camera.
Yeah, it's easy on that camera.
Is it?
My 5 fingers.
They're basically those fucking gross shoes that look like feet that you're wearing on your feet.
Yeah.
They're like feet shoes.
Got toes on them. Yeah, no, they're fucking wicked.
Are they good?
They are good. It feels a lot more solid because, like every single one of your toes is being gripped.
Yeah.
Like, so you got a bit of thing around every toe.
It's like a hug for each toe.
Yeah,
right.
It feels good. And it's easier. Like, especially, I mean, they advertising for bushwalking and stuff and climbing, essentially designed off like Navy SEAL fucking shoes.
Yeah.
So when you're walking, you got something you can sort of grip a little bit with your feet.
Yeah. Well, I have nothing against them. I just like giving you shit about them because it's really fun.
I don't give a shit because I fucking like them. Hey, Joe Rogan wears them. Fuck off.
Well, do they give good heel support? Good arch support? Because you know what I think? I think you're flat-footed and you don't know that you're flat-footed.
I know I am. I know I am, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to give a shit.
I think I'm mildly flat-footed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone gets flat-footed because I don't think... Because you know how, like, skate shoes and thongs and stuff are just the sort of thing that people go for. They're cheap, they're quick, something to throw on.
Comfortable, easy to wear.
Yeah. Yet, shoes that actually have proper arch support, they can be fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And no one's like, I'm not just going to buy a $200 pair of shoes to fucking wear for a little bit. So everyone just goes for like a skate shoe or something like that, and they're fucked.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I would
even my work boots don't have the same fucking arch support.
I think walking barefoot's really important as well. Every now and again, you got to walk on grass, ground yourself, spiritually ground yourself, connect with the earth.
That toughens up your soul.
Oh, jeez. Zing. Yeah. So what? Navy SEALs wear those 5-finger things? What brand?
No, not exactly. Not these ones. The Vibrams.
Yeah, but I've seen those. What do you call it? Tactical, like almost like tactical boots where it has a little toe cut out. You know what I mean? Kind of contours the toe. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you get those old ninja boots that have it like where they've got the single toe is separated, and then the four toes on a separate sort of compartment type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what I think I remember, I'd have to research this. Actually, don't quote me on it. But yes,
Research. What's that? What's
Research?
research? We don't do that.
But yeah, you get like Navy SEALs, especially the ones that walk underwater, like walk on the bottom of the ocean or some shit like that, and climb up the side of boats to assassinate someone. They wear these sort of grippy water shoes.
Right.
Something similar, obviously a lot more high tech than these, but
that's pretty. How much were those pairs?
About I think it was only like $90 for these. These are the just basic ones.
Where do you buy them? The sports store.
Yeah, some stores can buy them. Mostly you have to get them online, especially fucking.
I'd have to try them on. I wouldn't mind buying a pair just for the kicks.
Yeah. The only problem, the downside about them is if you want to wear socks, you have to have those socks that have toes on them, like individual toes.
Oh right,
yeah,
that makes
if
sense.
you wear socks,
Otherwise, it would just wedge in uncomfortably.
won't get
Could
them.
you do it barefoot?
You can do them barefoot. Yeah. I mean, these are so old that I wouldn't want to wear them barefoot because there's probably all this shit inside that's gone. Yeah.
Cockroaches and stuff.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But again, these are just the basic ones. You actually ones that got a lot more like multi-terrain, like thicker soles on the bottom, or actually like rubber. Some design for actually running.
Yeah.
And so they're designed with that arch contour in them.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, these just being the cheap ones, they're not holding that much support.
Right.
Because if you get the ones that actually got a lot more sturdier build to them, which are upwards of like $120.
It's worth it, man. If you're going to wear it a lot, definitely.
Plus, they look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, they do. It looks like you're wearing a glove on your foot, but sure. Oh my goodness. You look like the Bionic Man or something.
Yeah. No, I'm a fucking undercover Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Speaking of Navy SEALs, rest in peace to the...
Yeah. Oh, that's a segue. Fuck. Yeah. One of the Thai Navy SEALs died in this rescue operation with the kids trapped in the cave.
Which is still underway.
Well, it's essentially the rescue's just begun. So they've spent like the last... I don't know how long.
It's been a fucking while.
Towards
the end of June it was happening already.
The 23rd was when they were discovered. I think it was the 23rd. And then essentially they've been working on a rescue operation since then.
Right.
And yeah, one of the Thai Navy SEALs died while trying to lay oxygen tanks along the route that they're going to take.
Yep. So
which I hate to say, but doesn't really spark confidence in...
Not really.
What the kids have to go through if a fucking Navy SEAL dies doing it. Fuck.
And some of the kids can't swim.
Yeah, they can't swim.
So they expect them to crawl through, a 1 kilometre tunnel full of water?
But I mean, like, I'm not there. I'm not part of this rescue operation. I don't know what's going on, but...
Neither, yeah.
I mean, they're saying that there's parts of it where it's too narrow to get through with the scuba tank on, that they have to take the scuba tank off, sort of swim through, and then drag the scuba tank with them. Now, that'd be fucking hard for a Navy SEAL to do, let alone a fucking 11-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck are they thinking? Like, I don't want to cast a shadow on this podcast, but I'm fucking like, it's looking fucking terrible. It's looking fucking...
It doesn't look good. And the fact that the water is rising due to rain.
Yeah, the bad weathers are coming in, the monsoons are coming in, and it's just...
crazy.
Yet on the other side of it, where you've got good old Tony Stark, Elon Musk, offering to help and coming up with these essentially high-tech, instant, on-the-spot solutions, saying, we can build a little submarine that a kid can get inside so he'll be secure. He'll take him up. They can build in fucking 8 hours, have it done.
Yeah.
He talked about... Elon Musk stole my idea of putting a tube, like a tunnel in through the water that they can blow up, and then the kids can just, crawl through this tunnel. Yeah. I came up with that idea. Fuck you, Elon. And then he's also talking how SpaceX and the Boring Company have, ground penetrating radar that they could just go drill a hole down the side of the mountain and just fucking winch them out.
It's about 1 kilometre down.
A K down.
Yeah.
Or it's 1 kilometre down or 4 kilometres underwater.
Yeah.
And then we're talking to fucking 11-year-old kids and get them to do fucking Navy SEAL diving.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty.
but it
pretty
again,
grim.
like I think you brought it up as well, as if it feels like sometimes the Thai government's trying to push them back, or
I think they've been refusing help internationally. Probably because they want to take care of their own shit in a way, but who knows why? But I think they might. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
They just
I
don't
know.
want the Boring Company to discover all that uranium deposits underneath the cave.
Yeah, there's probably some other agenda to it, but yeah,
But
I
was
would have
think-
thought that drilling would have been an option.
Mm.
Maybe they're too scared that it would cave the whole place in.
Well,
You know,
and that's another thing. Like I'm saying, we're not part of this. We don't really know all the circumstances.
yeah,
But you already look at these other options which seem quicker and safer
yeah,
than making these 11-year-old boys who can't swim
yeah,
dive like Navy SEALs in situations that.
yeah. There's a very narrow section, right? There's one section that's really narrow.
I think 70 centimeters.
That's fucking small.
Yeah, it's like fucking. That's like that.
Yeah.
No, it's not 70. It's 70 centimeters.
You sure it's 70 centimeters?
Narrowest, because I mean it'd be on whatever Elon Musk's Twitter,
70 centimeters is fucking tiny.
because he's been getting Twitter updates
Right.
from the Thai people about the situation. Like, there's a picture of Elon Musk's little kid submarine.
Right. Oh, it's like a capsule.
Yeah, it's like a little capsule that the kid
Yeah.
climbs inside and they drag him out, which means the kids don't actually have to do much work.
Right.
I mean, they've only been trapped down in a fucking cave for how fucking long, and then they're
What are
making.
they eating? Are they giving them supplies?
Apparently, yeah, they're bringing them some food.
Because there's some photos of them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Oh my god. I had no idea that's
Holy
what it
shit.
looked like.
Here is a video from Thai SEAL pushing oxygen tank through one of the hole in the cave.
Holy shit.
That is, and
That is frightening.
that kid.
Okay, I didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
So for those people that can't see, it's literally a... What? How big would that be? 70 cent? I reckon that's 70 centimeters.
It's like fucking that.
So they've got to get a scuba oxygen tank. They've got to get an oxygen tank through what appears to be less
so the
than
Navy
1
SEAL's
meter gap.
literally pushing the oxygen tank in front of him while going through this cave, and like his whole body is being scratched along the sides and stuff. That's a Navy SEAL struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose like a kid will be smaller, so he'll be able to get through easier, maybe. But
What you'd worry about is the panic attack if they just freak out underwater.
hang on.
Especially if they're not used to swimming. That's crazy.
Asking Elon Musk call for help to build Thailand's cave rescue pod in 24 hours.
Yeah, man. It's
Well, the morning of Friday,
very
July 6th,
precarious.
received a call that would put his company's 30-year experience in the field to test. Yeah.
What do you think? You think they're going to make it? I hope they do.
I would. I mean, that's undoubtedly. I hope they make it.
I
But
know.
like I'm saying, the current idea of making these kids
Yeah.
dive like this is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a almost like a bottleneck section where it gets really, really small. But how would they have traversed through it in the first place? So you're telling me that these 12 kids individually crawled through that little crevice while it was dry?
Probably. Kids be kids.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another entrance. That's the thing. Maybe there's another entrance they don't know about. But maybe it is just that, when it was dry, it didn't seem like a bad thing, and kids just crawled through.
Crawl through like a crawl space. Like, hey,
Yeah.
this is like a little secret spot that we have.
But
That's frightening.
and
Yeah.
again, there's a whole thing about the coach. The coach is only 25,
Yeah.
so the coach is a young guy as well. For me to think of a person in charge of a group of kids to put them through something like that without water, That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked. I mean, I'm just watching this video again, just going, fuck that.
It just seems kind of irresponsible. I don't know. I don't want to make any
No, it
judgment.
fucking is. Like, I'm not gonna
lie. It's like, why would you... I immediately would be like, no, we're not taking the whole team through this little crevice.
little fucking thing, yeah. Rain or not, yeah.
Unless it was a known spot that people visited all the time, and it was like a famous spot,
yeah.
you know. But pretty crazy.
But yeah, why don't they just fucking get the boring company to just drill a hole down the side and pull them out? Like, fuck.
My guess is that they're worried about a collapse of the cave if it's maybe too risky. I don't know. But
there's been any updates? Let's refresh this shit, shall we? It's about Elon Musk's submarine.
Yeah, soccer team.
Yeah. Speaking of soccer team, we've got the World Cup on right now as well.
What a coincidence.
How convenient. The Russian World Cup or whatever. Yeah, it's in Russia.
Yeah. Elon Musk comes in to save the day. Man, if they have that sonar technology, I want to know what do they really have? What's some of the shit that SpaceX really has? Who knows, man? Anyway, well, that was cool.
Well, yeah, NASA's working on sending a kid to Mars.
Yeah,
17-year-old girls being trained to go to Mars.
Yeah, NASA is training their next monkey, which is a 17-year-old girl that they're going to send to Mars.
What is the world going to do?
I am actually going to come out and say it. I think the whole thing's a load of shit. But who knows?
Well, it'd be a good new TV series if it doesn't get canned after the first episode.
Yeah. Speaking of TV series, do you know the amount of movies going to come out about this, the Thai boys caught in the cave? There's going to be a lot of cashing in on that shit. Mm-hmm. Sorry, no. I sound way too cynical. That's bad. I don't want to sound cynical. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, we'll do this again very soon.
So hopefully the Spirit of Venice hasn't followed you all the way to this room.
No, I think burnt the cunt off in Dubai.
You burnt the cunt off?
Burnt the cunt off and got Dubai.
Why?
Fucking hot.
Because it was so hot?
Fucking hot in Dubai.
It was just like, man, I'm out.
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, you're some sort of a reptile, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. missionctro.com.au.
Yeah, man.
iTunes, Google Podcasts is now as well.
Google Podcasts actually is a new thing that they're trialing, right?
Yes, so Google's now put up a podcast thing, and I think at the moment they're just running off the back of the iTunes database. So you can find this podcast on Google Podcasts if you're on an Android user.
Yeah.
Same as you've also got Castbox,
Podcast
Addict, and
you've got Podbean.
Yeah, and Podcast Go, I think, as well. But really, if you're an Android user, go for Google Podcasts. Go for the big boys. Support your local AI.
Support your local data mining agency.
Support your local data mining.
But yeah,
can't beat them. Join them. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, that was good, man. It was good to see you back.
Yeah.
Hopefully your foot gets better.
Yeah.
See how we go. But stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. See ya.